get this series. I ain't did nothing that series.
I don't know, man. I just think the Drake Kendrick beef. I just think it ain't nothing wrong with it in my opinion. That shit like a competitive sport, bro. Rappers always been competitive. Everybody calling themselves the best. This person calling themselves the best. And shit, sometimes you just gotta be like, man, gotta go at the king to become the king. In my opinion, as long as stuff don't cross the line physically, I don't see no problem, motherfucker, rapping against a motherfucker. I don't see no problem with that, bro.
Hey man,
J. Cole came out and dissed Kendrick or tried to. He probably shouldn't have done it. He didn't want to do it.
How many
But
times
he
you done
did it.
seen people slap box and somebody hit somebody too hard? Next thing you know, now it's getting serious. That's exactly what rap beef can turn into. Even if it ain't no real underlying issue, somebody say something that didn't nobody else know about, but y'all two now. One thing that don't change. I don't care how old you get. When you got a crowd around you and they start saying "ooh" a little bit too loud, somebody gonna get embarrassed, and the other person gonna be like, "Oh, you trying to embarrass me? Okay, then." So hey, don't ever think, "Oh man, it's just bars." Okay, that's what fans think, but we don't realize we also instigators. And how that can just shift the whole tide of what we want it to be. Now it's going somewhere all the way left because we as fans don't know how to just sit and enjoy it. Like, oh yeah, these dudes they lyrical sparring with each other. No, we want to take it a step further. We want, oh, you hear what he said about you, man? Bro, he heard it. Everybody heard it. Why you got to put more emphasis on what he just said?
You had me at the slap boxing reference. I like that. That sums it up. I feel you on that. You never know how somebody go take a slap.
I'm finna say J. Cole had his hand cocked back and said, "What? No, what am I doing? No, I ain't gonna."
He already slapped him though. That's my thing.
He didn't slap him too hard though.
You ever seen The Wire?
They both
seen The
got,
Wire, right?
Yeah.
And they say, what Slim Charles say? They say, if it's a lie, we fight on that lie. They say, shit, you already threw the punch, man. Chris, what's up with you?
What's good?
Before we get into our topics, you got some thoughts on the Drake J. Cole beef and Kendrick Lamar beef?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know too much about what like J. Cole's doing or whatever, but I mean, I don't even know like the whole timeline of everything about when they record and this and that or whatever. But it
did
don't
you hear
matter
the
to
apology?
Me, but yeah, I heard the apology. I'm like,
wasn't that shit lame? That shit lame, right?
I mean, if you're gonna do something, stand on it. Don't be like, oh, don't do something like half-heartedly and then put it out on streaming, really drop it and go hard and then be like, actually, something just happened to me and I did it and I didn't actually mean it. Man, if you do something, do it, bro. Own up to it. It's okay.
Facts.
You did it.
I literally was arguing with Ray like the past 10 minutes about that. Like, now, if that was against your character and you never dropped something, okay, I get it. But you dropped something. I said that just like if I just punch you in your face, you can't take a punch back and be like, well, that's out my character. I shouldn't have put. Nah, hell, nah, you did it, so you did it. But
that's just me.
Yeah, hey, shoot, that was a win for me because you said exactly what I said. But I hate that shit just be popping up. Y'all be seeing that. But get into our NBA topics, man. We're just going over game one today. Oh, welcome back to Hoopy Story Podcast. We put basketball proper perspective. I'm doing no ball. That's Ray. That's Chris. The other Chris probably will be joining us later. I don't know. But we got just game one results. We got a couple word around town topics. But let's get into the word around town. Hey, Nets, they just hired Jordi Hernandez. I've never heard that dude before in my life.
Where he come from?
He came from the Kings.
The Kings.
Yeah, he came from the assistant.
Okay.
Yeah. He was assistant coach with the Kings, and I think he was an assistant coach with Team Spain and Nigeria. And Nets are a dumpster fire, bro.
Because that's his only track record. How long he been around the NBA?
I mean, he been around, but it's just like Kevin Ollie is an NBA, not an NBA champion, but he was an NCAA champion with UConn. Like, yeah, he didn't even get a chance. I feel like you at least let him put his stamp on a team before you move in a different direction. Jordi Hernandez never been no head coach nowhere.
You never know. Kevin Ollie might be headed somewhere else. Yeah. He might not want to be with the Knicks.
Is Mark Jackson just never gonna get a job again?
Yeah, Mark Jackson after hanging with Cameron, man.
don't even think Mark Jackson even care about being a head coach.
Nah,
I
I don't.
don't think that's like number one no more. I think he said,
No.
you know what, I tried it out, it was cool, but if they offer me something, but if they don't, hey, I'm satisfied. He got a podcast going now.
Yeah, with his son.
Yeah, who don't?
Yeah, bro. Say, bro. Bro, I was gonna ask y'all this too. The player pop, I don't care what nobody say. It's a difference between playing ball and talking ball. That's two different things. I don't care what nobody say. Man, Chris, we was just at a family event. Talking basketball is hard, bro. Like to really talk basketball and talk sports in general is hard, bro. Even if you know what you're talking about to a certain extent, it can sound like you don't.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Because when somebody wrong but they sounding good, you just look dumb.
It just, bro, because I was listening to Gilbert Arenas, his podcast, and it's like they former NBA players. They were all good to a certain extent. Like none of them was like no just scrub. But the way they talk about the game, like they be talking about like the Euro players, and they was putting together teams, and they just talk in a way to where it's like they don't even sound right, bro. They don't even sound like they'll say, man, Bo, he could do this, he could do no, stop it. Like even when Shaq comparing Bo to Wemby, like people take that to high consideration because them niggas done played. But y'all don't care if you played, I don't care if you didn't play. If you think Bo is just as good as Wemby, that's some bullshit, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think Shaq I don't think Shaq necessarily wrong, because I mean Bo can technically do everything he could. He has the potential to do everything Wemby about doing. He just don't.
Right.
That's just me. That's just my.
We see a 7-footer who can handle the ball and just think, oh yeah, man, they different. That's what it is with Bo.
That man, he can handle the ball. He can shoot. He could do everything. What couldn't he do that Wemby is doing currently?
He hasn't. Nobody
done.
ever looked at Bo and said he's a generational talent on defense.
Man, in Oregon
before he got hurt. In
Oregon before he got hurt, what happened? Where was he, DJ?
He was all right. He was supposed to be a top 10
all
pick.
Right, it's crazy.
Coming out of high school,
top 10 pick.
What's that dude that played with Giannis on the Bucks?
Jabari Parker.
No, I know who you're talking about. Thon Maker.
Look great.
Oh,
outside the NBA and get in the NBA, and it's just like, bruh.
Thon Maker was too damn old too. He was lying about his age. He really was like 25.
It's a lot of people that got injured and they bounced back. I don't think people understand how good players really are in the NBA. You can look great in college, because guess what? All those people are not NBA level players.
Yeah.
So yes, I can get away with some stuff and be like, oh man, this how he gonna play in the NBA. The NBA come around and you realize just how hard it is for a LeBron, a KD, a Steph Curry. Like when we see these people do this on a nightly basis, these are some of the greatest players who's ever touched the basketball. Like that's the difference. It's hard to just be like, oh man, Bo got the potential. There's a lot of people walking around the NBA got potential, but it's hard to do on a daily basis.
And that's the thing, bro. Consistency. That's why it's the same thing when it comes to scouting and just watching players in general. Okay, you can at your absolute best, yes, you can do this, and that. But what can I count on you doing every single day?
Like how often is your best?
Yeah.
And what can you consistently do at your best?
Exactly, bro. That's why when Mama say, because I just real quick in the draft, like they've been putting people like Cody Williams up high. They've been putting people like Zachariah Ricochet up high. And they saying, man, if they reach their absolute potential, it's gonna be this, and that. But me watching Cody Williams and Zachariah Ricochet in a lot of games, it's more potential than production, and that is very scary when you drafting in the top 5. That's why I like Alex Saw and I like Ron Holland over the guys that like Zachariah Ricochet, Cody Williams, who got more upside maybe. But I think you got the perfect blend of upside and production with Alex Saw and Ron Holland. And I think that's where people that's where the disconnect be. If you get to your absolute max, Man, what's the odds of motherfucker getting to their absolute max? So it just come on.
Nah,
man.
yeah. You got a point.
You gotta,
yeah.
You just gotta get
No,
production and production and potential, and then you gotta find the balance in between that, bro.
No, yeah, because I mean, you could say, "Oh, Zach Edey, he has all the production in the world," but really, the potential in the NBA, where do you think? And that's why he's not ranked maybe as high as people. It's not a lot of people actually are down on him, but that's why he's not getting mocked up to high draft pick, even though he's gonna be 2 most outstanding player or whatever, so or national player all year. So
that's why I just think, man, motherfucker be overthinking this shit, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody really cares about Jordi Hernandez. We done turned into a whole different thing, man. But I get it.
I don't know. Yeah, we didn't spend whatever. But.
Okay, last one. Hornets are interested in JJ Redick as their head coach.
I'm not mad at it. I just don't think he has got any like. Why is he getting like handed a coaching job off rip, and he's never done anything? He's not one of these players. Like they've done this with some players like Derek Fisher, Jason Kidd, and all that. And, I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. And I don't think it's been good for them too. So what do you say?
You talking about Derek Fisher not good?
No, he's not good. Like sometimes people just because think you're a smart player in the league, that don't mean you necessarily going to translate into being a good coach. Maybe you do need to sit your butt on the bench for a little bit and learn how to be a better coach. But just for you to get handed opportunities like that, I don't know. But
I want my coaches to always be focused on being a coach. Like how Eric Spoelstra went from video room to this, to that, to that, to that. Then he became a head coach. He started at the absolute bottom. Like he was the video guy. And it's just like he got a certain level of understanding of the game. JJ Redick got it too, but Eric Spoelstra was always coming at it from a coaching side. JJ Redick gonna be like everybody else, pro player, because he already pro player. And then he coming at everything from a player perspective. I feel like you got to have either a blend, like Jason Kidd and Chauncey Billups kind of always, even though they was players, they low-key was player coaches because they was point guards. So I think that's why they try point guards more.
That's why, point guards typically get handed the keys, like to NBA coaching real soon after their careers. But
JJ Redick seemed too soft on players to be a coach. That's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion, bro. He don't, because my thing is you gotta be able to hold motherfuckers accountable. And he don't seem like he'd be that type of dude. X's and O's. Now coming out of timeout, the timeout plays and situational awareness, he probably be a good coach in that type of situation. But them motherfuckers run all over him, man. And they'll run all over him, bro.
I think he'd be like Steve Kerr, coming from broadcast and whatever, and being a player most of his career and stuff, and then coming into coaching. He'd need a good situation being handed to him, probably. To be like, not that I'm sure he would be good, connecting with young players and stuff like that. But I don't know if he's, built for the management side and not the X's and O's. I'm sure he do fine on that. But like you were saying, like the leadership, the management, the discipline, all that stuff. I don't know if he's that kind of guy.
My thing, okay, what would he look like trying to coach goddamn LaMelo and Miles? Boy, doesn't it, bro? Brandon Miller, bro, nah. They'd be looking at JJ Redick, man, get your ass up. Like I think he just would be too soft on players, bro. And with young teams, I damn near want a nigga that ain't gonna like him. Like, say, I'm not here to be your friend. This is what we trying to do. Oh, you need to do this, and that. We trying to win. I think Mark Jackson would have been good for the Hornets just because he's an older guy. JJ Redick young. He's still trying to be cool. He still be interviewing these dudes. Nah, not with the Hornets. Like you said, if he would have got a job that's a ready-made team where they just need like strategy and like play organization, stuff like that, I think he could coach the Lakers.
Heck no.
Radar water, dude.
That boy gonna be interviewing the whole team with LeBron in a hidden room talking about what do you think about LeBron?
Bro, I think he can. I think with a veteran team, I think he could bring like organization. He know his plays. If y'all watch some of these podcasts with LeBron, he knows his play calling and when to call this and when to call that. And I think
so he like a Tony Romo of basketball.
Low key.
Mm.
But I think he could be a head coach.
The
but just not
difference
for no
is
young
Tony Romo be calling it live. I need to see JJ Redick in action live to see how he kind of, because it's easy to go back and do. Oh, you know, I don't watch replay, so now I got my stuff all organized. I got it wrote down everything. I need to see you in live action. See how you talk basketball.
You don't watch him in the broadcast when he broadcast games?
Last time I seen him, they was trying to clown on him. So it really wasn't really. They kind of took away from what he was broadcasting. It was kind of unprofessional. I'm like, not on JJ Redick part, but just kind of like on who was that on there with him? Was it Reggie? It was Reggie and somebody else. I can't remember. Reggie wasn't clowning on him, but the other guy, it was just the way JJ was kind of talking basketball, and they kind of was like, bro, we don't. They didn't say it like this. It's basically like, bro, we don't really talk how you talk when we commentate live. Like, I don't like. I'm not trying to take away from what you do, but we don't do that. And it just kind of it didn't. I don't know. It just.
So you don't think he could be a coach, right?
I'm not saying he can't be. I never looked at him as a coach, but anybody can. In this day and age, you don't have to be. Because when I first seen. Okay, DJ, let's just be real. When we first seen Spoelstra for the Heat, I did not think, oh yeah, this dude about to be a good coach. I didn't think that.
No, yeah,
people didn't have him.
Like, I'm like, this dude came from color TV. It's like what does he got to do with? This dude used to be a camera person. Like, what does he have to do with coaching? But you just never know who knows ball and who don't know ball until you start hearing them actually talking. So you start actually seeing them under fire, and you're like, oh man, that was a pretty nice call. And they doing it on a consistent basis going forward. Like you was saying earlier about he'd probably be a good play calling person. That's not a head coach. You need to be like an assistant coach or something.
Yeah.
Like a head coach needs to be the best overall person. I can play call. I can calm players down when they starting to get too riled up or they butting heads with another player. I can go to one of my players and say, hey man, we need to get you going. Like, it's just certain things that comes with head coaching. Some things can't be taught. It's just naturally in you.
Yeah, that was my problem too. That was my problem.
So I don't know. He don't have no type of background in it, so you really can't say 100% whether it is crazy. This is the first time I've seen a shooting guard be considered for a head coaching job with no coaching experience at all. Like Steve Nash was a point guard, you know, he just came in. They was like, okay, yeah, man, come over here, because we seen how smart he was as a point guard. So it was like, okay, we don't need to see you in any coaching experience to be like, okay, yeah, you gonna get an opportunity. It was out of the blue still, but it was still like, I mean, he's a point guard.
A lot of it be networking too. You can just JJ Redick seems like he got a lot of industry friends. So you don't make no, you know. But
I mean, the only industry friend you need is LeBron.
But go ahead, Chris. Then we for the move on to.
I was about to say, like, I feel like Rondo, he probably should get the keys to a coaching job. You know, he should get that treatment. But I don't know if he wanted it, because I feel like if he wanted it, I feel like he would have had it by now.
Man, Rondo too raw.
Yeah.
Rondo too raw though. I don't even think the NBA really even want him.
No, wasn't that they love
Rondo gonna be out there getting into fights with the ref, man.
I don't think coaches like Willie Green and Tyronn Lue ain't out there talking their shit. It just they know how to clean it up.
Rondo had come on, DJ, man. Rondo had just a certain people looked at him a certain way. Said he was a hothead, got an attitude problem. They were saying that when he was coming out of college. and it amplified. So it's like, I don't know.
Okay. So every one game is over. From the first round, every game one is over on both sides. So let's get into these. So I guess we can kind of start in order, because the Magic, I think they kind of getting their ass whooped right now, but so I guess I can briefly see what's going on with it real quick. What's their score over there?
It's 67-49. So.
I told y'all, bro.
We
Let's
all
just
said
start
they was
there.
gonna lose. We
Yeah.
all said that.
We all said they was getting.
I know, but I'm just saying. I told y'all why. let me, because I don't think because I don't know if y'all caught my show, but
Yeah.
man, I found out this was so crazy. When I looked at the backcourts, I had it, I wrote it down and everything, but it was so nasty, bro, to the point where I had to write it down. So Magic, it was 97 to 83 Cavaliers won. But that first game was so bad because I told you the backcourts, it was gonna be the front court defense could match the offense of the front court for Orlando. That was the biggest thing. I said that shit was gonna cancel that out. But not only did they cancel it out, they outscored them in the front court and the back court. The back court was so disgusting, though. Gary Harris played 33 minutes, 0 points. Jalen Suggs went 4 for 16, 13 points. So they starting backcourt had 13 points. And then Cole Anthony came in and scored 4 points. So between 3 guards, that shit was 17 points in a backcourt. Nah, that was disgusting.
I told you, if they had a good scoring point guard, they would be a little more dangerous, but they don't.
44 to 17. They got outscored in the backcourt 44 to 17, bro.
Oh, I mean, hold on. Cleveland's backcourt is where they do most of the scoring.
But 44 to you not hearing these numbers though. 44 to 17. That it's just there's nothing you can do about that. You can't sign no free agents like that. That discrepancy is just that discrepancy. Even if that shit don't get outscored like that every game, that should prove my biggest fear. That backcourt difference is just a problem, bro. I feel like Darius Garland played really great point guard game. Like his passing was on point. He had 8 assists, and they all felt like real assists. Like we was talking about, Donovan Mitchell clearly was the best player in that series. Like, and he looked like the superstar. He was hitting superstar shots. Like he was hitting it over 3 guys. He was shooting bro. He hit Franz Wagner with a. Oh my goodness! He just. I told you it was gonna be a rock fight. Neither team got over 100. It just, they beating their ass right now. I think this is gonna be a 5-game series. Maybe Magic pull out one at home, but it's fuck around. Could be a sweep too.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything to say about this series? Because this is probably the most lopsided series, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, really ain't much to say.
Right.
Paolo's. I mean, I don't know what Paolo doing tonight, but from game 1 when I seen Paolo out there alone.
I be telling y'all about my boy. He the first player in NBA, the youngest player in NBA history to lead his team in points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
They were saying it's only been 2 of the guys who done like averaged 25 and 5 through their first 2 seasons. They were saying it's him, Oscar Robertson, and LeBron. I'm like, it's certain stuff he be doing that they kind of just sweep under the rug.
Everything that man be. You would have thought he was just a mediocre number 1 overall pick. The way nobody talked about what he be doing out there.
They was hyping up Anthony Bennett more than him.
It was, bro. My thing is they love Cade more than him. Cade literally even this season was getting more. Man, what about Cade? Cade. I'm like, bro, what is y'all seeing that I'm not seeing, bro? I could give a rat's ass about Cade if we just keep it a buck. But I just think Paolo offensively, he got to carry too much. The
Bulls on TV more than the Magic this year, and that's crazy.
The Magic, they first ESPN game in 4 years was Saturday. They said that on the broadcast, and they gave them all women's cast. No offense. They had Beth Mowen, some other lady, and some. I'm like, bro, who is these people? But
he got saved. Yeah.
It's 71-54 right now. It's really Franz Wagner. Franz Wagner just fell off the map, bro. I don't know what happened.
He was out there missing layups game. When I see this dude off the court, man.
I didn't like their lineups either, bro. Now all of a sudden, Jonathan Isaac, you start him at center. You start Jonathan Isaac at center when you got fucking Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. You should have killed Wendell Carter. Even if
Yeah,
you
I'm
would have
not
just
gonna.
took, yeah,
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand why you've been doing something all year, and now you want to try something out. Like,
He heard you bigging up his defense, DJ.
but you can start on, but put him at the 3, bro. Jonathan Isaac literally the greatest thing about Jonathan Isaac, you gonna kind of slot him in anywhere from 2 to 5. But damn, don't put him at 5.
why don't they just go super big? I don't know why you don't play Franz at the 2.
I said that. I was saying, bro, take Gary Harris ass off the starting lineup and then go Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Paolo, Isaacs, and Carter.
Yeah,
And just try to outsize them because they got out rebounded game 1 too. My thing is, you're not going to outshoot them. Your backcourt is not as good, so just go big. Yep, man, I'm done with this series, bro. I think that's the only adjustments they can make. Go bigger, but if they don't do it, they go keep getting their ass kicked, and it's just like it's nothing else you say. Evan Mobley, actually, I'm gonna give Evan Mobley some love. Because the last game he was hitting a couple threes. But Jared Allen, like I said, I think Jared Allen, a top 10 center. I think he about 6 right now. Because with Wemby and Chet, he right under them. But Jared Allen came with a lot to prove. He got 13 and 12 right now. So yeah, that's enough with that series. What's the next series? Suns Timberwolves. So yeah, Timberwolves beat the hell out the Suns. But it wasn't KD fault.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chris.
I do think this series is. I think people gonna overreact a little bit to what Minnesota did, but I do think this series is gonna be one where they're going back and forth at each other.
But I don't know what, because Ray, I literally need to hear from you on this one. Devin Booker, nobody saying nothing. Devin Booker, 6 for 15, clearly look. Because this is my thing. I said it to Chris. I don't know if I said it to. I think I said it to you just like in person. When Devin Booker's shot is not falling, he look like a Tyler Hero or a D'Angelo Russell, bro. They look like the same guy when they shots not falling. They too unathletic. It's like they don't get easy buckets. Even when they going off, or even if they having a regular game, it's like it's a little tougher than everybody else's. It's like the step backs, it's the fadeaways. They have to create a lot of space using a lot of moves and stuff like that, and they got to hit difficult shots. So when them shots ain't falling, they can't get easy buckets because they have no athleticism. Their length is pretty average. So it's like Devin Booker, his shooting guard, because I thought he was the best shooting guard in the league. This for like 3-4 years now. But now it's to the point where I'm putting Donovan Mitchell over him, bro. I'm putting Anthony Edwards over him, bro. And it's getting to the point where his stock just plummeting, bro. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but he needs more criticism. Kevin Durant did all he could do. He did all he could do, bro. I'm just keeping it up. Even Bradley Beal had his moment. Grayson Allen did suck. And I think I want to see more of Royce O'Neal. I want to see more Royce O'Neal. But somebody kill Devin Booker, please. Please.
Go ahead, Ray.
Man, I think it was one of those things where I don't think Devin Booker has ever stepped up to the challenge when he had to go against another great guard at his position. I mean, I don't know. It's just when Anthony Edwards got going, I mean, Booker was already kind of off to a sluggish start, but when Anthony Edwards really started going, Booker started hiding even more. Bill just looked like a role player.
I've been saying it, but this is my thing with Booker though, Ray. The thing with Anthony Edwards too. I feel like Cat was still the best player in that game. The stats ain't gonna say it, but the eye test, Cat was doing. He did everything I'm used to him not doing. Like he making great passes. He was stepping up, taking the right shots.
He was aggressive.
I think,
he was aggressive on both ends too.
Yeah, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I feel like he was underrated.
He came
in the game.
And gave a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards, I think Anthony Edwards just kind of stole the shine just because he just started going the hell off for like 3 minutes. It was like 3 minutes in that third quarter.
Man, Daniels even started off pretty nice.
Yeah, and so that was my thing too, because I feel like where the role players step in, because you could say Alexander Walker played better than Booker and Beal. Cat definitely played better than them. And then, like you said, Jaden McDaniels outplayed Grayson Allen or a complimentary guy like that. So I feel like KD damn near looking like he was by himself, bro. And I feel like everybody from Minnesota did what they were supposed to do.
Another person on the Suns, I mean, we're not holding him to the same standard as the supposedly big three, but Nurkic, he be letting some, bruh, he be bullying people in the paint just to miss a layup.
He too.
I thought he was pretty good.
I saw
I
a
don't
couple
think
of that.
Bro missed the layup on Conley one time. Conley somehow got he started blowing him out the way, missed the layup. I said, bro, you be using all your strength. Move you out the way. You ain't got no more strength to put the ball in the hoop.
What adjustments can the Suns make?
Hit their shots. Tell Devin Booker
it really ain't so much as they got outplayed. They just wasn't making shots.
Yeah.
And to your point about how Booker seemed like even when he got it going, he still got to take tough shots. That's because he a cruiser. Everything he do is just cruise control. It's like, bruh, you got to turn it up a notch. What are you still like? He could blow past the defender and then go back to just jogging again. I'm like, you're not in practice right now. This is real. This is a real game, and I can tell how he practices. He practices at that speed. He don't even have another notch he can go to. That's who he is.
Oh, I think Devin Booker don't get enough criticism. It's the same amount of praise he could be getting. Because when he went to the finals that one run, everybody had, he's undisputed best shooting guard of the league. There ain't no touching him. He just dealt with a little bit of injuries. But when he come back, don't y'all forget, the best shooting guard in the league, he coming back and all this stuff. Like, Devin Booker, he don't get the flack and the criticism that he deserved for coming out in the playoffs and be shooting terrible numbers at times. There's been plenty of times where he's just not shooting. He be leaving Kevin Durant out to dry. He be leaving his teammates out to dry because he come out there and disappoint. He do all this freaking front running and acting like he the best and stuff when he winning. And then when he get his butt whooped by Luka, when he get his butt whooped by Jokic and all that, it's all quiet. He ain't got nothing to say. And then he come out the next season and do the same mess. So you gonna do all this talking. You gonna act like you're the best shooting guard in the league. You got people saying, he's the best two-way shooting guard. All this mess. Like, no, bro. You don't give him that and give him the same amount of criticism as y'all be trying to build him up.
You think people criticize Donovan Mitchell more than Devin Booker?
I have been a bit more critical of Donovan Mitchell, and I'm not going. He's been playing very well. I'm gonna reserve my judgment until the next round.
Man, bro, Donovan Mitchell, bro, I don't get it, bro.
He doing what he's
the way Donovan Mitchell get killed with the teams that he's had versus the teams Devin Booker's had is night and day, bro. Like Devin Booker been on way better teams.
So you telling me? Hold on a second. So you telling me if Devin Mitchell? You telling me if Devin Mitchell didn't inherit that Jazz team instead of going to that sloppy, what's it called, team he had when he first came to the league? You think he would trade?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. No, that's not what I'm talking about. When he had the Chris Paul era Suns, and then when the Kevin Durant era Suns.
When he was on a trash team and when he got on a good team.
What does Devin Booker did with his good teams?
Finals.
Final.
They call it the NBA Finals. They don't call it the NBA Finals.
How many Western Conference Finals he done been to?
How many has Donovan Mitchell been?
He been to two. Well, no, I'm tripping. How
many has Donovan Mitchell been to?
But Donovan Mitchell, bro. Okay, so who was the most important player on that team when they got to the finals?
On what team?
The Suns. Was him and Chris Paul on the same level? Was Chris Paul better or was he better?
Devin Booker was better, man.
Devin Booker was a little bit better than Chris Paul.
I don't know, bro. Has Donovan Mitchell played with a caliber of that Chris Paul? A player of that caliber? I'm just keeping it. Let's keep it up.
We're gonna say
Yes.
who had the best.
Would it been different? Okay. Let me say this. Would it been different if they would have swapped out Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell? Would it have been that much different
on this team that he's on right now?
On any of the best teams Devin Booker's been on?
If Devin Booker is on this Cleveland team, they're not doing the same, if not more.
More?
He don't beat. Do he beat the? Do he beat the Knicks?
You think he
year?
losing to that Knicks team last year?
Yes. Potentially. I don't know.
I know Devin Booker has had a couple singers in his playoffs, but come on now.
So you still think Devin Booker better than Donovan Mitchell?
Then Devin Booker actually shows up in the playoffs.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask that. So you think Devin Booker better than y'all think Devin Booker better than Donovan Mitchell at this point still?
Not right now.
Had a better year, but I still think it's hard to kind of judge because Book was hurt this year. So I don't know. It's all gonna pan out really going into this postseason.
Yeah, this postseason gonna tell me a lot.
I can say so far. Mitch still been looking better, but
I just would take that extra gear that Donovan Mitchell got athletically. Like I said, when Devin Booker played bad, he looked like Tyler Hero and D'Lo.
When D'Lo played bad, who he look like? He was looking worse than them.
No,
still be out there shooting 35% when he played bad.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. 76ers Knicks. What they looking like right now? Because we're recording this on the day of. But they lost 111-104 right now. Their 76ers are up 53-49. I thought 76ers could win this series, but I think the only reason why they lost in that first game, number one, Tobias Harris was ass. Tobias Harris said, it's getting so ridiculous at this point. He don't have to do nothing but just a little bit of something. That's all they need from him. Because Embiid and Maxey combined for 62. Brunson wasn't playing well. This dude got outplayed by Miles McBride and Kyle Lowry. They outplayed Tobias Harris. So I feel like
Embiid could have played way better too, though, for being real. I understand he did get that when he got in. He did, but still, though,
I think that's the biggest thing, though, right? I think because they played, they was winning when he was healthy in that game. They was winning, even when he
playing healthy this game, and they winning. So I feel like they should be up more, but
I honestly think the Sixers could have got that game. But Embiid did tweak his knee, and Tobias Harris did no show. But when you have, and then Josh Hart was just throwing up everything and hitting everything, and
I'm saying that for a quarter, he just started going crazy.
It's just, I think, in my opinion, I do think the Knicks still can. The Sixers can still win this whole series, and they should still be worried about it. As long as they be playing and he's healthy and he's doing what he's doing. Like, there's no reason why, like you said, DJ, Brunson is playing bad. You got Kyle Lowry hitting big shots and playing well and motivated, and you lose this game. Tobias Harris, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Tobias Harris already has more points than he had last game.
Like, I keep hearing
has one more shot attempt he had for the whole game.
Like, I keep hearing, if Tobias Harris when he was the fourth guy, he didn't exactly know what to do. It was hard for him to fit in all this stuff. His role has increased now, and it's still like looking like he don't know what to do out there.
Brunson is struggling again because he struggled the first game. He's struggling now.
Hart really the only one really keeping them afloat.
I would want to ask y'all this because I don't like Josh Hart like that. I think he cool. He cool. I ain't gonna say I don't like Josh Hart. It's just annoying, bro. I think it's just the Knicks thing. But ever since he got over to the Knicks, that boy been the best. But man, I love Josh. I'm okay, bro. That dude is like,
hold on.
It's because people love Hart because just him and Brunson hold just brotherhood. Like they go back to college days, and You know, they funny, and just
So the DiVincenzo.
people happy
DiVincenzo was there too.
People happy the Knicks back and winning terms. So I mean, you factor all that stuff in, it just is what it is.
And Josh Hart's always
rebounder.
He's always a good role player rebounder. Like even though he be getting traded a lot and passed to different teams, it's because teams kind of want him when they trade him. So make sure you throw in Josh Hart in there too. That's kind of how they be going. So I mean, Josh Hart, he give you all. He pretty decent at everything he do, and that's what you kind of want in a solid role player, that he can play his role. He not trying to do too much, but he do everything just well enough where you like, thank you, you can contribute a lot.
Any adjustments in this series for either team? Outside of it, because we know Tobias Harris got to be better for Philly. We know Brunson got to be better for New York. But is it anything y'all seen in this series where it's like they need to do this on either side?
I still think the Knicks, for something, like you said, Sixers are a little small, so I don't know where they necessarily turn to. But I feel like the Knicks were, out rebounding them. They were looking like the bigger team out there with Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson. They was out there just like they did to Cleveland last year, and I was like, what is going on here? They kind of doing that again this year. I know the Sixers are a little bit smaller than Cleveland, but they need to find a way to, put some bodies on them.
The only thing I wanted to say just about adjustments is I don't like how Tibbs he does Bogdanovich. I think you got to really make him a bigger focal point of the offense when the 6-man. I said 6-man when the bench unit comes in, because you got to get him comfortable. You got to get him shots where he wanted, because you don't got enough scoring on your team to not make Bogdanovich a priority, especially with no Julius Randle. You got to make Bogdanovich a priority because he's a guy that can get you 20 to 23 points on good efficiency. And he can shoot. He can score in the mid-range. And I just think you got to get him more involved to help with the scoring side of things, because especially when you see Brunson has been struggling both games, you got to get Bogdanovich more minutes, bro. He only played 8 minutes. He done played less than Miles McBride and Mitchell Robinson, bro. Like, I get you don't like him and whatever, he can't play no defense, but you need his buckets. And you got to get him comfortable enough to where he can get buckets.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, we were saying this even in the season, how we just noticed how the first day he got there, they incorporated him in the lineup. And then as time went on, we just started seeing him get less and less minutes. He definitely is a person that has to get a groove, and it's been a while since he's seen the court, at least consistent minutes. So you have, like you said, you have to allow him to get his game going, because he definitely can be a boost for this offense, with only Brunson and Hart being the main scorers right now. Anobi is not a natural scorer, so you need some guys out there who can create their own shots. He can also score off the ball. He's a catch and shoot guy too. Like, he don't have to be off the dribble type of guy. He can score in all ways. So it's interesting to see if they will incorporate him or not in this series.
Okay. Next series we're gonna go through these a little bit faster. Nuggets, Lakers, 114-103. I really don't have nothing too bad to say about the Lakers outside of D'Lo, and I think that's the only adjustment they can make. D'Lo take less shots, give some of that to Rui, give some of that to Reeves.
I'm gonna say, man,
right.
I've seen a couple plays. I'm gonna go down the list on some of the guys. I'm gonna start off with Rui. Rui not catching the ball. Rui being passive all of a sudden. I don't know if he's trying to save some of his energy because they got him guarding Jokic, but I'm like, bruh, one of the things we got you out there for is we use you as an opportunity of a mismatch. Like, if LeBron, AD, and Rui on the court, one of y'all gonna have a mismatch, because that's what they're trying to create. They're trying to get one of y'all in the post so it can be an easy bucket. This dude out there dropping passes. I'm like, bruh. And the ones he did, he only took 4 shots. I don't think I've seen Rui play one game this year where he only took 4 shots. not saying he's not the third option. In some games, he's not even the fourth option. But the fact that we got two guys in the starting lineup who took one took 9 shots and the other one took 4 shots, you got to be more aggressive than that. Because you know what the Nuggets gonna do. That's like you know that the way they operate offensively, they're taking a lot of shots. Like we can't afford to be out there trying to be too passive, and you're going against a team that ain't gonna be passive ever. We've never seen this Nuggets team ever be passive. We got guys coming off the bench that's aggressive, and we got our own starters that's being passive. D'Lo, I don't know why he's taking more shots than Bron. Almost took the same amount of shots as Anthony Davis. I'm like, bro, what is you doing? It's one thing if you making them, but you not making it. And I kept saying, he kept trying to go to the hole with that weak left hand. I'm like, bro, it's not dropping. Stop. He out there trying to weave in and out through the pick and roll. I'm like, bro, I was hoping he was going to finally just drive and kick. He's still going up with that teardrop. And it's just, I'm like, bro, I'm done. And we started making a little comeback. In the middle of us trying to come back, he go down and try to do it again. I said, bro, we're not going to win this game. We're not winning this game. D'Lo, he played himself on the bench last year. I'm like, bro, you trying to find yourself back on the bench again. But I want them to play Gabe over Dinwiddie. I don't know why. Like, bro, I don't know. Dinwiddie and Gabe both played on the 15 minutes. That don't make sense to me. That's bad coaching. Like, why is Gabe Vincent, who showed you what he's capable of in the playoffs last year, only getting 8 minutes? Another thing, Lakers was up 12 points, and it was literally like a replay of last year game 1. We go into the fourth quarter up. AD had a monster game 1. LeBron played solid. Fourth quarter come, and it's really just been a problem for the past 2 years. We can't finish or close games. And when the playoffs come and you playing against an actual contending team, they're going to expose that. Now, you can get by in the play-in. That's cool. But when you actually playing against a juggernaut, all your flaws are going to be on display.
Okay. That was hilarious, and it was on point. Chris, you got anything?
I really got too much to add after you said all that. Like, it's hard to follow that up, but I'm just saying, like, when you have LeBron and AD playing, you got to capitalize on that. You're not going to win this series if you can't capitalize on the good AD and LeBron games. You don't have that much room for error against the Nuggets. You don't. So you have to come out there and you have to, capitalize on these kind of things. If you over here giving away games, you don't have the luxury to keep giving away games and losing. You have to win.
I'm gonna add on to that because, like you said, you waste a LeBron AD game because they outscored Jokic and Murray. This is the thing. We do a lot of talking about duos and whatever. But for the even going back to the bubble, like Jokic and Murray's been up there as a top duo in the league, bro. Like, in any time you can outscore them, because Bron and AD outscored them 57-54, the duo outscored a duo. And those games, you got to get it. And like I said, you got to get 6 to 7 guys on the Lakers need to be in double figures, including LeBron and AD. So that means you need 3 to 4 more guys to get you 10 to 15 points, or you need 2 more guys to get you around 18 to 22. You need that because the biggest problem with the Nuggets is their depth. If you look at it on paper, the Lakers should have the depth advantage. But then you go down, you look, you say 13 points for D'Lo, 6 for 20. Austin Reeves only took 9 shots, 13 points. Hachimura only took 4 shots, 7 points. Taurean Prince had 11 points. Then you say goose egg from Dinwiddie, goose egg from Vincent. Fucking Jackson Hayes was out there running around. So you say that, and it's just like you got to get between outside of AD and Bron having monster games, you need about 4 more guys to get you double-digit points, bro. So, and if that don't happen, y'all not gonna win the series. That's all. And I feel like that's the only adjustment you can make. 4 more guys outside LeBron and AD. And the crazy thing is, you still need LeBron and AD to consistently have these games to have a chance. So, like Chris said, this was just a blown opportunity, and you got to get more guys involved because the biggest weakness for the Nuggets is they bench, and they bench outscored the Lakers bench, which is absolutely disgusting because they only had 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 bench points versus the Lakers. They had 11. So you had 11 bench points. So that is just, you ain't gonna win like that. Real quick, Mavericks Clippers. Ain't nothing to say about this. Like, Mavericks just got their ass whooped. James Harden was great. Zubac was I told y'all about Gafford. Chris, I told you. Ray, what did I say about Gafford? Just keep it 100. Ray, what did I say about Gafford, bro? What I've been screaming this whole time.
I know one thing you've been saying, he undersized.
I went back and listened to what you said last week. You said he's gonna struggle with the bigger centers, and I was watching TV. I was watching that game. I seen this man Zubac back this man down into the basket. I almost jumped out of my seat, and boy, I couldn't believe what I said. Gafford, what we bring you here for? You gonna let that happen? He talked about after the game. You know, some of the guys, they came ready to play. And, you know, you had some guys like myself who wasn't ready to, you know, be out there. I'm like, well, you need to come ready to be out there next game. So I'm like, bro, yeah, man, come on. He said that, and I was like, bro, you better Tuesday night, you better come up there. I need to see a good 20-10 game from you. Put Zubac in a body bag on the dunk because that was ridiculous.
My thing is, because Ray, you had some stuff to say about Luka not letting Kyrie get his game on, and Luka did play bad, but I feel like everybody played bad outside of Kyrie, and Kyrie didn't turn it on to the second half for real.
That's when they needed him most.
Yeah.
No, when you fucking excuse my language, when you damn near have 29 points in 3 quarters, you needed him from the jump ball.
Yeah. The Mavericks only scored 30 points in the first half. The next quarter, they scored 34 alone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that they did need Kyrie more in the second half. And that was important for him to start going and keep going. Luka out there still shot chucking. Well, you got a guy who actually is on fire right now. We don't need both of y'all. It's one thing if both of y'all got it going. He's like, oh, hey, your turn. You can go off. No, it wasn't that. There's only one of them really going off and the other one taking so many shots. Of course, some are going to go in. You taking a lot of shots. But, bruh, he definitely took some shots away from Kyrie that I feel like Kyrie should have been like. And, I mean, you can't just blame it all on Luka. Kyrie got to demand the ball. Sometimes you got to remind people like, hey, man, heat check. Let me see if I still got that mug. Like, so it's more so on it's more so on both parts. I feel like Luka could have definitely pulled some shots and Kyrie could have definitely demanded the ball more.
Yeah. I think there's definitely times where Kyrie just defer a little too much. You got it going, man. We need you. Come on. You don't need to be passing that ball off to Tim Hardaway. You don't need to be passing that ball back to Luka after he give it to you. He gave it to you. You go ahead and do your thing.
And what I've been saying, and this all I'm saying because it's only one game. But when I was talking,
no, I just say it's only one game.
It's only one game. But PJ and Gafford, my biggest Spurs in his first game. PJ, let me see what he ended up with.
PJ was y'all best role player that game.
I'm about to say, don't say PJ name.
Great. He didn't play great.
But what I say? No, what do I say we need from PJ? 11. Come on, bro. What do I say we need from PJ? What I've been saying it all year.
11 looks bad when the other role players only have 5 points and below.
No, the other role players was ass, but I'm talking specifically PJ and Gafford. PJ is gonna always look great on defense. I'm saying he has to hit shots. He went 2 for 7 again. Like, you have to hit shots. You have to hit shots. Am I right or am I wrong? Because
like Mavs in general had a lid on that basket.
I understand that, but PJ still got to hit shots. 40% from the field. I don't even he looked like he in the 20s. 2 for 7. I'm not the greatest percentage off the top of my head, but 2 for 7. I'm pretty sure that's 20s, high 20s. But whatever. Gafford, he had no rebounds. Gafford didn't have 1 rebound.
28%.
So, I'm just saying, man. I had worries bringing in PJ and Gafford because I know PJ can't shoot. I know Gafford can't guard bigger centers, and just so far I've been right. Going Jason Kidd, I think Jason Kidd's over with. I don't like Jason Kidd. I ain't gonna care. I love Jason Kidd, but I don't like Jason Kidd. If you know, you know.
Yeah,
because I just think, bro, the offense was just too stagnant, and I don't think you got good enough role players for everybody to go 1-on-1. Because if Luka don't have it going, if Kyrie not playing, it's like, okay, I'll pass it to you. If you can't hurry up, catch and shoot, I just don't think it's enough, bro. I just don't think it's enough, bro. And go ahead, Chris. I know you got some because you were doing a lot of talking. You were doing a lot of talking. Oh, I want the Clippers. I want the Clippers. And I was telling you.
It's just one game. It's just one game. That's all I'm going to say. But
one game, and all my worries came out in one game.
Man, PJ.
Say, man. What you finna say about PJ?
Man, PJ looked like the third best player out there. And I'm gonna just say that PJ, I'm gonna make sure to pull this clip of you saying what you said about PJ when in game 2, game 3, game 4, he's just splashing them threes. When he's splashing them threes, he making it rain. When he making it rain in the next 3 games, I'm gonna pull this tape on you, and you're gonna have to listen to what you said.
Man, we got embarrassed. This is probably the most embarrassing game of the playoffs.
I mean, yeah, that was embarrassing.
Only thing that,
especially the fact that Kawhi was out.
Yeah, that's another freaking thing, man. You got to capitalize on that.
Go ahead, Chris.
Bro, they had that boy Zubac out there looking like prom Shaq. I'll say, God damn! I'm like, this the one thing we waiting on. The nigga, we talking about them going against top bigs, and these niggas can't even handle this nigga Zubac. Bro, like that shit is disgusting. Like niggas can we at least get to AD first before we start looking like Zubac?
I told y'all, bro. Gafford, bro, that boy is 16. I still think he can handle him, but he actually admitted that he played stupid. Like he played him completely wrong. So I think he can make that adjustment, but nigga, but I'm still looking at everybody else. Hardaway was terrible, Maxey was terrible, just everybody else was terrible, bro. So Maxey Cleveland fell off the map so bad.
People talking about
everybody else was just terrible, bro. Like people can say what they want to about Luka and doing too much, but it's like that nigga tried to do some shit.
26 shots when you ain't got it rolling is crazy though.
It is, but I get it. Like a nigga trying to make something happen because goddamn, nigga, Derrick Jones Jr. starting 0 points. Daniel Gafford 3 points. Nigga only played 14 minutes. Foul trouble. Maxey Kleber 3. Derek Lively 3. Dante Exum 3. Like, come on, bro. Who gonna win with that?
That shit do look terrible. Yo,
that dude almost played his whole thing.
Come on, bro. We had 3 people in double digits, man. We had Luka with 33, Kyrie with 31, and then PJ was the next one with 20 less points with fucking 11, dog. So, Chris, I don't want to hear nothing about no third, but it's player.
I'm saying.
Say, man.
Stop it.
All the niggas was bad.
Oh,
hey,
man.
yo, them niggas was bad. Yeah, I'm okay, sweetie. Them niggas was bad. They was bad.
So excited for this game, and that shit was just disgusting.
That nigga PJ.
They put this game prime time Sunday.
PJ the third best player. That nigga the third best trash. Nigga. My God, boy, that shit was terrible. Oh, well, let's go to the Clippers. God damn, that nigga Zubac had 20 and 15.
Bro, James Harden too, though. I think James Harden, bro, this was one of the best games I ever seen James Harden play. I'm talking about probably not points wise, but just impact on game. It was one of the best James Harden games I've seen, bro.
It was a complete game by James Harden.
28, 8, and 2. Nigga had 8 assists. Nigga did everything he's supposed to do. Hell, Russ had 13 off the bench.
Yeah. I ain't gonna stunt. When Russ came in, I was telling people, I was like, oh yeah, when Russ coming in, that energy, bro, it just get infectious, bro. And then he getting into it with niggas, and it go up, bro. It just go up with Westbrook.
And I mean, Paul George was hitting tough shots too. Yeah, PJ all up in his face and stuff, and he's still hitting shots. Like,
can I say this about Paul George though? Because he was hitting tough shots, but that take away that he wasn't efficient, and a lot of that shit wasn't dropping. So when that shit was dropping, it looked amazing, but a lot of that shit wasn't dropping, bro. He was
I agree.
Over 12 from 3. But when it went in, it looked good.
That's what I'm saying.
But PJ had that nigga in a straight jacket a little bit, bro.
Yeah, it's just, and then if they would have lost,
PJ.
Oh. If they would have lost, I mean, we were looking sideways at Paul James Harden. We would look sideways at Paul George. But
yeah, I just think Paul George, his highlights just look amazing. Like the highlights of him, when he did hit them shots over PJ, it was looking crazy. But most of the time, when that shit was most of that shit was bricking, bro. PJ did good on Paul George. I'll give him that. Paul George just took enough shots to hit enough shots.
That's because they weren't playing that Erykah Badu.
And Paul George highlights be have you thinking he the GOAT, man.
These young kids is crazy. But he took 20 shots to make 22 points. I'll take that. It's the James Harden that killed the James Harden. The Zubac shit is inexcusable, bro. That should never happen.
Ain't no way he should be backing you down and putting you in a basket like that.
Like, bro, that nigga was looking like that boy was looking like Zach Randolph. They literally was looking like Zach Randolph. That boy put his backside in that nigga's stomach. I said, bro. So, adjustments. I don't know. I need more off-ball movement from the Mavericks too. Everybody just be standing around, bro. Not good enough to just be standing around. Because once they get the ball, they don't know what to do. If they not in a catch-and-shoot situation, them niggas don't know what to do.
They need to control that board because that nigga Zubac can't be snatching no 15 fucking rebounds. Terrence Mann can't be snatching 10 of them.
That's ridiculous.
Like, nigga.
That's ridiculous.
Like, literally, I think our lead in rebound, it was fucking Kyrie and PJ. They both tied for 7.
And Luka had like 13 rebounds. If I'm not tripping.
Oh yeah, Luka had 13 and go. He gonna do that, but besides him, it's like
but that's bad. That's bad. Our guard.
Gafford had 0 rebounds. Lively had 4.
Your two top centers. That's just nasty, man.
I'm glad that Jason Kidd finally stopped playing Dwight Powell.
That's the best thing that done happened, huh?
Man.
Josh Green not getting minutes is still feel would be crazy to me, bro. Because he just got more offensive potential than Derrick Jones Jr., bro.
And when he came in, he was actually not playing too bad. But I mean, of course, the game a little out of hand, but
I'll be right back, y'all.
He's not bad. Josh Green is, bro. He's good. You gotta keep him with this. This is the thing. Certain people you gotta pump him up. Like you gotta keep him confident, bro. Because like Josh Green seems like the type of dude where he'll lose confidence if he don't play, if he not, you know what I'm saying, getting curried about. You got to keep him confident. He got the skill because he can pass, rebound, shoot, defend. He can do everything as a complimentary player.
Oh man.
But any adjustments on either side before we move on? Because we go get through the other games pretty quick because there wasn't nothing too much going on. Outside the Pelicans, we're gonna spend a little time.
We should spend some time on that.
Nobody got no adjustments for the Mavericks that they can make or anything they want to see, or just shots.
I think we kind of spoke on it.
You kind of spoke on it.
Okay. Well,
they do need to. I think they'll hit more shots as the series go on. I think there could be some more ball movement. I think our big's gonna have to step up, but I want to see what this looks like when Kawhi get back too. So,
Lord, Heat Celtics. This was an absolute ass whooping. I mean, the Heat made it close a little bit. The Heat made it close. Like they got it like when it was 25-29. I think that was as close as they had got. But I think they
Classic,
started
you
out
got
14-0.
Sir Steve Harvey. Y'all got y'all ass kicked tonight.
It's really no point in discussing this series because it's not gonna be a good series. This series probably be more lopsided than Cavs Magic. It's literally nothing to talk about. It's nothing to talk about for real. Y'all
The
got
stars
anything?
of the Celtics can play bad and they still gonna win by 20. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna say this: all them Tyler Hero fans need to stop because he's not it. He's not a number one scoring option. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, Tyler Hero could never score in playoff type situations. He can't. It's kind of like we gonna get to Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers in a little while, but just like certain guys aren't just built to score against physicality, bro. And Tyler Hero is definitely one of them guys. He's never scored in physical games like that. So I don't know. He damn near had to transition to point guard.
He'll take a lot of shots, but he won't score a lot.
Yeah, he's supposed to come in the league shooting guard, small forward.
I think Tyler Hero didn't really play point guard because I think his best attribute is his passing and his catch and shooting. All that trying to create, stop all that shit, sir. Bam, I think Bam, he played pretty good. Other than that, man, nobody cares. Honey Hawkins played pretty good. DeLon Wright hit 5
Wright
my cousin was mad.
That man came in splashing.
But other than that, everything. Yeah. Okay, Pacers Bucks. Anybody got something to say about Pacers Bucks? Because
I
Ray
told you Dame was gonna have some games where he showed y'all who Dame was. And you said, nah, I don't think he gonna do that this series. I don't think he gonna get off on Nembhard. On Nembhard?
I just got to say this, and I'm gonna come right back because nigga, we need to talk about these max players, aka Tyrese Halliburton, out here dropping fucking triple singles. This shit is unacceptable. Bro,
all right,
this
got
nigga
a segment ready for you on him.
I may say, dog, I'm sorry. It's just like I ain't said too much about this nigga, but come on now. I understand you was 4 for 7 and everything like that. All that shit cute. But nigga, I ain't paying you all this goddamn money to drop no triple single in no goddamn playoff game, dog.
Without Giannis.
He out there playing safe. I'm like, bro.
I'm not paying you no max contract to drop no triple single and only take 7 shots. He's still finding
a way to not be playing better than Brunson. He's still not playing better than Brunson, and Brunson has been trash. That is crazy to me. He's still playing worse than the dude that's playing bad.
I'm like, man,
Brunson been bad the past 2 games.
We can say Nace.
I just heard y'all bring them up, so I had to hop back in, but I'll be right back. But I heard that in. Go ahead and discuss that triple single, nigga, because that is disgusting.
Yeah.
I can say we can say Neesmith had a bad game. We can say Turner had a bad game. And we can say McConnell had a bad game. But at least those guys took over 10 shots. You out there taking 7 shots. And aside from Siakam and Turner, I guess, you the only one who really is a scoring option. At least for this Pacers team, you is. Now, I don't let him skate by a little bit because I'm like, he was injured in the regular season and it was the regular season. So I was like, I'm giving you a little leeway. But in the playoffs, no. I'm not giving you no leeway. I don't care if you is injured or hurt because everybody out there playing through something. Brunson out there playing through something right now. That's why he's not playing that great. And then also on that, most of his man. He missed it though. But no, man. Everybody out there playing with something. So that excuse is out the window.
Yeah.
Unless you really can't go. Like Giannis, for instance. Giannis would be out there if he could go. And he would have went out there and still been the best player on the court. Man, come on, man. Halliburton want that big time. Halliburton want that big time money. But how you gonna get that big time money? You out there playing safe.
Being a podcast guest, they gonna be treating him like the Chicago dudes. He gonna get paid to podcast. Hey, come do my podcast, bro. That's where his money gonna come from. That's all he was interested in.
Stop,
bro. He been getting out. Y'all thought I was playing when I said he been getting outplayed by TJ McConnell for a month. Y'all thought I was playing.
McConnell played bad though.
Yeah,
He played bad, but I'm just saying,
At least
Halliburton's been bad for a long
say
time.
This, so at least McConnell was out there trying. Like, if you shoot bad, you shoot bad. That don't mean you play bad.
Yes,
but when you out there only taking 7 shots as a superstar player on this, like you a superstar level player on this team, potentially becoming one in the league. I'm like, bro, you can't be out there in the playoff game, especially your first playoff game. You only taking 7 shots, and y'all already losing. What do you have to lose? Y'all already losing bad.
And y'all laughed at me when I said Siakam was the best player on this team. You know, if we just go keep it real, I said Siakam was the best player on this team.
Okay.
We all said Siakam was the most proven.
Y'all was damn near laughing me off the goddamn chat. Y'all was like, man, like I was hating or something. I'm just like, bro, we done seen Siakam be a second option on a championship team where he was like,
that must have been your Bleacher Report, people.
I
never said that, Chris. I never said that up here.
No, you said we laughed. You laughed about it. None of us laughing about you saying he the best.
All I say is, Siakam your best player. That's not moving me very much. I'm laughing at the fact that he's your best player. I'm not, woohoo, yeah, I got Siakam now. We about to go far. No. If you got Siakam, you still need another guy. So if Tyrese Halliburton steps up and is a quality number 1, then yeah, maybe they got a chance. But
we got to get on Miles Turner too. You a center. 5 for 17 is disgusting.
I mean, he did take 9 threes.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was just missing layups. But I mean, this is the thing I don't like, though, as a big, when you shooting that much and it's not falling, get your behind back in that paint.
Yes. What are you doing? And my thing is, he didn't want to play with Sabonis. And I think him and Sabonis is the perfect front court matchup. That just was all the Pacers had when they was playing together. But
yeah,
you not good enough, Miles Turner, to be like, oh, I didn't like playing with Sabonis because I want to take more shots. Like, what kind of shit is that? You just contribute to the team how you contribute to the team, bro.
I mean,
you're not a guy.
He finished off the season. I think he started smelling himself too much. He finished off the season on a pretty good note, and it just when everybody don't watch every regular season game. I get that, but when the playoffs come around, everybody's watching. So the fact that your last 10, 15 games you was playing pretty good, putting up some nice numbers. That stuff don't mean nothing if in the playoff game you looking trash again. So, all that to say, man, y'all left Siakam out there on the island, man.
Yeah,
he the only one who played like, man, I'm out there trying to get it. The rest of them were just out there like, we made it.
Okay,
we're happy to be here.
Any adjustments outside of just Tyrese Halliburton just need to be better? Was it anything else y'all would like? I think you should go ahead and put Neesmith. Try Neesmith on Dave. Try Neesmith on Dave. See if that'll
You see
help.
some of the shots that Dame was hitting though? Dame was hitting shots. It was hands in his face. Some of the shots he was hitting. I don't think it had nothing to do with
No, Nimhard had wobbly legs. I don't see him.
Man,
when Dame
get to going, it's too late at that point. But I'm talking about like some of the shots where he was kind of just heating up towards what just end up just going crazy. But I mean, when Dame playing like that, you can try to make some adjustments, but I mean, hey, you just kind of gotta tip your hat to him because it's like, bro, we gotta at this point, one guy can't beat the whole team, so we gotta make sure that the other guys around him ain't getting no buckets. And Chris Middleton went off too, 23.
You can't have that.
So I mean, like if Dame going and Giannis is not even playing, you gotta make sure them other guys definitely don't eat.
Yeah.
So. I damn near flip-flopping on this series. I thought Pacers was gonna win. Man, I don't know now. I ain't gonna flip-flop yet. But by the time y'all see me next time, don't be surprised if I flip-flop, bro. Pelicans Thunder, before I had to get up out of here. Pelicans Thunder. Bro, Brandon Ingram was a shot chucker. I'm putting him in that category, bro. Because now we got a lot of evidence. Because you going all the way back to the FIBA times where He didn't want to be in a role. He thought he was supposed to be the guy taking all the shots and feeble. Now he got benched the other night. Now he took it. Bro, he was taking terrible shots. Against Thunder, down there street, he was taking bad shots, bro. Yes, CJ got put in jail. That boy Casey Wallace put CJ in jail. And I thought that was a bad offensive set to end the game.
I thought they should have tried to find a way to get Trey Murphy open.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Like they shouldn't have called no ISO play for the game.
Facts.
The game, if you're gonna tie it up, then but for the game,
I get what they was trying to do because down the stretch, McCollum was hitting some big shots, but none of those was ISO shots he was hitting.
Yeah,
they was like catch and shoots, fast breaks. I'm like, bro, don't get me wrong, CJ can score an ISO, but it's just like, bro, he was kind of that particular night. They wasn't allowing him to like he wasn't shooting that great. In half court, he just wasn't. Trey Murphy was their most efficient scorer. I want to see Trey Murphy get. I mean, he took 18 shots, but I want to see Trey Murphy be the leader in field goal attempt some of these games because man, he can get high. Mm-hmm. All he need to see is 1-3 go in or just one shot go in, and that's next thing you know, he already got 10, 11 points just like that. So. I want to see that's. I think that's an adjustment I want to see is Trey Murphy get more plays set up for Trey.
So, what you say, Luke Chris?
You say these games too important to be, these games too important to be just these clutch moments you got to come through. You got to come like the Thunder were about to lose. Shea stepped up, Chet stepped up. They stepped up and they said, "We not finna lose this game. We don't got time to be giving away games."
And I was just finna get to that. I was finna cook Shea because Shea had like 2 back-to-back turnovers. I said, "Bro, is this nigga melting down?"
I was like, I was getting ready. I was getting ready too. And then he said, "Hold on, we can't be throwing away games here."
And then he hit back-to-back tough buckets. Yeah. So I was like, that that's the difference between a guy like Shea and a guy like Brandon Ingram. It's just some guys have it, some guys don't. I'm not saying Brandon Ingram don't got it all the way, but bro, he was giving me Toronto, DeMar DeRozan vibes, bro. Like damn near a one-trick pony when it comes to getting buckets. Like I'm just gonna only score in this mid-range. So it's like, and I'm gonna take some tough ones too. Like the degree of difficulty on Ingram shots to where if he missing, he's like, bro, stop shooting it. And I just feel like, I don't know, bro. It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing.
Yeah.
Oh. And then I want to add, Herb Jones do have to play better. We know what he brings defensively, but you have to take 10 shots. You can not only make 2.
I was just gonna say that's not a main thing. I'm gonna have to get out here, y'all. I gotta go to work, but
yeah,
that the Herb Jones thing because he did go 2 for 10, 2 for 8 for 3, but I think he played well. His shot just wasn't falling. He's been a 40% 3-point shooter this season. So I don't expect that to be a repeat performance. I don't even think Ingram gonna have a repeat performance. But that's a game, man. Especially when it comes down to the wire like that, you gotta steal that home game from now.
Yep. Yeah, you do.
But I could get out of here, y'all. Y'all can keep on talking, but if y'all got anything else, but
yeah. All right.
I can say if you want to add some input to any of the games, Chris, we already kind of just discussed it.
Y'all covered all of them.
Yeah.
So you want to add which one?
Shit, I'm gonna just add on to that game he was just talking about. We got robbed by that nigga Zion getting hurt, man. We got robbed. And it's like, here we go again.
Yeah.
Like, bro, when I tell you they play in game, especially the series with now the game between OKC and New Orleans was a better game, but that Miami and that Boston game was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like them was the two series. I'm just like, bro, we really just got robbed.
Yeah.
Because I was really looking forward to Boston playing Miami. I'm like, all right, Boston's supposed to be this top seed, and we done seen Miami. I just really wanted to see them go up against some like mano a mano, but boy, both of them niggas got leg injuries that took them out.
Yeah.
But I do think that New Orleans could probably take a couple of them games, but
No, for sure.
yeah, but I don't know, bro. I just feel like, I mean, Ingram just got to be better. Like, I understand the Herb Jones taking everything like that, but that's always been Ingram problem with me. He always just take stupid, tough-ass shots.
Yeah.
Like, I get you can do it. Like, we understand, you tall as hell, and, like, people are pretty much comparing you to KD as far as just, like, your length and how high you shoot over defenders and shit like that, but that don't mean you should take every shot just because you in the middle, bro.
Yeah.
But like I said, I just feel like them two series we got robbed.
No, Zion definitely adds a different element to the series too. But I mean, I think if the Pelicans were to win this series, this is a game they had to get. So I mean, of course, there's 6 more, but I really think when it comes down to like these down in the wire games, you have to have them, especially if you're that bottom seed team.
Yeah. But the main game that just caught my attention is outside that Dallas game. Man, what say, Ray? What y'all gonna do with that nigga D-Lo, man?
Man, I was speaking on that earlier.
He was speaking on it for real.
Man,
bro,
he can't be taking that many shots, and he ain't
hitting. And it's not like, and they good looks. It ain't like I'm sitting there like, oh, that was a tough shot. Like, no, nigga, that's something you should hit like religiously, bro. And it's just one of the things, bro. Like, them niggas can't ride AD and Bron this whole goddamn series. Like, it got to be somebody else that's gonna do something. Like, Austin Reeves started kind of heating up later on, but it was kind of a little too late for that. He started off slow. D'Lo was missing too much. Rui ain't really take too many shots. And shit, Prince, he was trying to. I mean, I get it. If you see something working, you keep trying. But after a while, that nigga Prince kept trying to drive to the bucket, and he kept getting his shit swatted. So I just don't know. I just feel like if the guard play ain't up to par, bro, I don't know how the Lakers gonna get past these boys. Because you look at AD and LeBron matching up with Jokic and Murray, but then when you got MPJ pulling the trigger the way he was, Aaron Gordon cutting to the basket and shit like that, making it look easy. Like, all of their starting 5 was in double figures, if I'm not mistaken.
They done put that boy Bogdanovich in, man. Boys, they just set up a inbound placement, got a 3 right off the bat.
That game pretty good. But yeah, I just don't see how the Lakers gonna come off of it if somebody else gonna step up, bro. And that just seems like it's always a problem with them. It's always the others. And I ain't never got to worry about what I'm gonna get from LeBron or AD.
Yeah.
But everybody else is just like, bro, y'all got to give me something. That nigga LeBron looked like he was losing hair follicles yelling at that nigga D-Lo. That nigga looked like he was losing some more of his hair. It was like, nigga, because like, bro, when he went and like, you could tell like that anger that he took out on Jokic when he swatted that ball, you could tell who that was really aiming towards, nigga. I said, D-Lo, stop doing this dumb shit, nigga.
He said, we had this game if it wasn't. And D-Lo getting caught out by everybody. Magic Johnson. Oh, it's bad. I don't know why you would do that, too, if you're trying to help you want the dude to come back and contribute. Maybe he responded to that kind of stuff. Man,
that's what happened when you got on that purple and gold, man. And then it's even elevated even more because you playing next to that nigga Bron.
Yeah.
Like, shit, like, you already got the narrative about you looking bad from the last series y'all played, and then you scored what? So now niggas praising you for scoring 11 points, but nigga, you was terrible as far as we talking about efficiency. You were bad.
Yeah.
I seen somebody say they need to tell that nigga he gonna get traded so he can play better next game. Like, I don't know, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. Do y'all really still have trust in Darvin Ham like that?
He gone after this season, man.
Dang.
I'm glad you said it, man. Bro, I just do not have trust in that nigga like that, man. Like, what? I don't know. Like, some of that shit, like, with me, bro, I'm the type of where I forget everything.
You far away, man.
That boy walked to the other room.
I'm saying. Nah, I agree. Darvin Ham, he just this is like if he especially if they get swept, I don't see him coming back from getting swept.
But no, I was
Even
saying that,
5
like,
games,
I'm one of them that, like, bro, I don't try to like put everything all on coaching. I definitely look at of course I'm gonna look at coaching, but then I'm gonna look and see, okay, what are the players doing? Like, did the coach have in the right position, everything, yada yada yada. But I can't even say that he doing that. Like, I really feel like he one of them that just benefiting out the fact, like, okay, LeBron, go figure it out. Like, Nick, no, why are you here?
Yeah. Nah, yeah.
So I don't know, bro. Like, that right there is I don't know. And I wish DJ could have still been on here because this Magic and this Cavs series is terrible.
Yeah.
Oh no, he was talking about. He said, "I already knew it was gonna be a rock fight."
Oh shit! If it's a rock fight, nigga, it's one sided right now because Cavaliers, the niggas throwing the rocks at the glass house.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the one series. It's like, my God, like, I know the Pacers and the Bucks series started off rough. I mean, we don't expect that to happen again, but it's just like, do I really expect anything different to happen? Like, this may be the easiest series that nigga Donovan Mitchell ever had in his life.
Yeah.
I think they just too young, bro. I think that nigga Paolo really the only nigga ready for this shit. Like, ain't nobody else over there. Like, just, I mean, seriously, like, it all them young dudes. Just think about it. I mean, ain't none of them the Wagner brothers ain't been there, if I'm not mistaken. I think Isaac done been there, but he ain't really been no big contributor. We know what Cole Anthony is.
The only other person that actually got some type of experience is Gary Harris coming from Denver, but
and Joe Ingles.
I mean, yeah, him too.
Yeah,
but they always been.
But that ain't saying much.
I mean, they always been role players. You need some.
Exactly. So that's not saying too much.
Yeah,
man.
So I don't know. Like, I really thought it was gonna be more of an interesting. So like, okay, Cleveland, Orlando. I didn't think it was gonna be too bad of a matchup, but shit.
Donovan Mitchell ain't really just played great. Like tonight, he didn't have that great of a game. Game one, he was solid.
Game one,
yeah. He hasn't had to though. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say he just got more help around him. That's the main thing.
They just handling them.
Paolo having good to solid games, but the people around him just like they not contributing really.
Yeah, I just thought that they'd be able to match up more with the size because I do feel like they did have the size to match up with them. They can't mess with them boys.
Man, that boy Embiid limping out there every play, man.
You said who?
Embiid. I don't know, man. I don't know if he doing this. I know he actually is hurt, but I don't know if he's trying to oversell. I don't know if he's trying to oversell it because
that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because nigga, what's gonna happen is if they lose this game tonight, they gonna look at the fact that because they keep keeping the camera on this nigga every time. Like when he was just over there earlier getting his knee worked on, nigga, why you got this towel over your knee being all extra and shit and exaggerating shit? Like, nigga, we know you hurt, but stop acting like you over there dying.
Man, yeah, if I'm hurt, but I'm out there playing, I
don't want to hear that shit, bro.
Don't be doing all that extra stuff.
If you lose this series, I don't give a damn about that knee, bro. Like, okay, if you hurt, but you out there, dog. Like, I don't want, and bro, they been pacifying that nigga that goddamn knee so much. I already know that's what's gonna come if he end up not losing this first round. Losing this first round. Yeah. And then if he win it, they gonna say, "Oh yeah, he did it all on a hurt knee." Like, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Sure. All right, man. I'm gonna hop up off air, but y'all got it.
All right, then.
Appreciate y'all. I'll see you.
Yes.
All right.
But shit, you got any early predictions for tonight's game? Though that Lakers and Nuggets game.
Man, I need to really see what type of time Austin Reeves, Rui, and D'Lo on. D'Lo, I mean, he not. That's the thing. Like, he had a bad shoe tonight, but the one thing I can say, at least he wasn't out there playing scared. Because last year, you can kind of see, like, bro, D'Lo, he's starstruck. I don't know why, because the Nuggets ain't. They hadn't won anything major. So I'm like, it's like he was already giving them too much respect. But this year, I can tell he's trying to make up for last year, but he's going about it all wrong. I feel going out there taking 20 shots and you just didn't find the rhythm. That's not how you gonna beat the Nuggets, and that's definitely not how you gonna make up for last year. Like forget about last year. Last year happened. We all know we seen it. You got benched. We seen it. You gonna mess around and get benched again, trying to make up for what you didn't do last year.
Right some wrongs and shit. Yeah, but, bro. I mean,
I think that first quarter gonna tell a lot about how the game is gonna go. If D'Lo can get it going in the first, most times if D'Lo can get it going early, it's gonna be a long night for the other team. At least when they going against like a team like the Nuggets, we know what AD and LeBron gonna do, but them other guys, we need to see how they gonna get it going. Cause like I feel like Rui wasn't aggressive enough. He out there dropping passes, passing when he do got the advantage. Sometimes I'm like, bro, I ain't saying you. Anytime he caught the ball in the post in the regular season, that boy going up with it. I didn't see him send a double team. He still go up with it. He had some one-on-one matchups and he's passing out. I'm like, bro, all this trying to be passive, man.
And then seeing that's another thing. I feel like just that alone, niggas was trying to fit into that agenda. Like, let's get D'Lo going because there's no reason why Rui should have passed up as many shots he did. Like he passed up a lot of them, bro, and they were all inside.
He was hesitant to shoot some open threes. I'm like, bro, just shoot.
Yeah.
People be out there trying to take safe shots, and then, man, how did we lose this game? Look at the shot selection.
Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. Like, I just don't feel like, I don't feel like Rui was as aggressive as he should have been. Cause, like, we saw what he did last year against these same dudes. But defensively, I don't know if I too much care for Rui guarding that nigga Jokic, though. Like, I understand if he just so happened to be on him because he gets switched. But as far as you make him the main defender on him as soon as the tip-off happens, I don't know if I agree with that. Like, if you're just trying to save AD, then, okay, I can understand that. But if that's like your game plan to really have him on him for majority of the game, I don't think that's going to work.
I think the one thing that AD missed is a Dwight Howard type of defender.
I have been seeing memes about that all day, bro. Like,
now, you don't have to be particularly Dwight Howard, but I just feel like he misses
Dwight Howard.
Yeah,
where he didn't have to play the 5.
Yeah, especially on defense. Now on offense, okay, I don't care who you throw me, but on defense, he don't really want to have to guard a true big.
Exactly. Yeah, not for no full goddamn game.
Because last year we seen we seen AD have some plays on Jokic where he guarded him perfectly, and Jokic was still just it's not enough.
Yeah,
so
I mean, because with AD, I get it though, because it's like when you have a Jokic, it's like I'm asking you to do so much already offensively, and then turning around and ask you to do also 110% on defense, and shit, sometimes you can give it your all and it still might not be enough. That shit is demoralizing.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is demoralizing. Like, bro, they were showing just some of them shots that Jokic had just threw up and hit over him last year, bro. I know AD was sick because he was just throwing them shits up. Shot clock winding down, and he had like AD playing perfect defense. Jokic, let me throw it up. Bucket. Like, bro, that's got to be demoralizing.
But yeah, I mean, I do feel like the Lakers do need to get another big next to AD. I feel like that's when they were the most successful. I mean, shit, we seen it on their championship run. He had Dwight Howard playing next to him, and he had JaVale. He had other bigs around him. And I think that's the one thing that they just steered away from. They keep trying to get all these smaller dudes. Like, I see them gassing up Christian Wood coming back, and I'm like, for what? Like, why? Like, why is this even news right now? Like, at this point, this nigga need to worry about the drama.
So they was barely playing him in the regular season. Now they trying to hype him up. Like, I don't get it.
He's what am I gonna get from him that I wasn't seeing in the regular? Like, at this point, I know what he's gonna give me. He's not gonna be any different, especially not against a team like Denver with the size they got. Now, if you told me they go against somebody playing small ball, then maybe, but even still, I wouldn't even try to give him the knowledge to be making no difference. I just don't see why they gassing him up on coming back so bad. Like, no.
I don't know. Ham also got to do a better job. Like I was saying, no. I'm like, it's no reason why Gabe Vincent only played 8 minutes. It just, I don't know. Sometimes
I know he was dealing with a little injury at some point, but he did come back though. But yeah,
I just feel like some of them. But yeah, man.
I don't know, like that. And that's just another thing. I still don't kind of understand. I mean, I had never heard of anything that Darvin Ham had did coaching wise before he got that job. So I'm just trying to figure out what just made y'all think that he was the answer.
I don't know. I be wishing I knew.
I just be like, y'all don't want to go, at least try a coach that, is proven, got some experience, that shows you something. Y'all want to, like, I ain't trying to, knock the dude, but it's like, what has he done to just make me think, oh yeah, I need to let him coach AD and LeBron?
I think it's more so a LeBron effect. I don't think LeBron wants a coach that is proven because LeBron wants to kind of call the shots, I believe. He wants a coach that players on the team don't really fully 100% trust or believe in over him, because then that kind of I don't know. People might call me crazy for that, but I just feel like that's just...
I can feel it though, because hell, Frank Vogel wasn't somebody that was just really like that, in my opinion. Before
I have to say, you really think those players respected Frank Vogel as the coach over LeBron?
You know what though? The only thing I feel like they respected him on is more than anything was just his defense, because we did see that they were a way better defensive team when they had him, but again.
But look who he had. Look at the players he had around him too.
I was just about to say he kept
you got Rondo
around AD.
McGee, you got Howard, you got AD, you got
he kept a lot of bigs. He kept a lot of bigs, so it was like,
and he kept a lot of solid what's it called, perimeter defenders too, out of KCP, Danny Green, Rondo. So I mean,
and KCP and Danny Green could shoot.
Yeah.
So, and that's really the main difference, is just team construction, because, I mean, you got Rui who can kind of do that, but he's kind of more of I guess, an inside-out scorer. I don't expect him just to be posted up at the three-point line all the time, but he can shoot it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at D'Lo to play no defense. Austin Reeves tries. I can respect effort, but other than that, it's like it's all team construction. Like, if people can say what they want to about Frank Vogel, he had the best version of a Lakers squad that we had seen.
Yeah.
He had people that can defend on the perimeter, shoot the three, and he had bigs to where AD did not have to always play center on the defensive side of the ball. So I just think that's really the main difference, really, when you just look at just the team that LeBron had with the Lakers over the years, just team construction. This team just is constructed a different way. Like, yeah, y'all got to Western Conference Finals with this squad, but
even if they get past Denver, like, do I see them making it all the way? It just depends on who they draw.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I really had to cover on so far in the playoffs.
Yeah, because at this point, this Knicks and Philly game pretty much only thing going.
It's coming down to the wire.
Yeah, because that Cavs and that other game over with. Man, shout out to Orlando for making it, but it's looking bad. It's looking bad, boy. I ain't expected to look that bad, though.
I finna say they gonna come out fighting in game 3 because it's gonna be in their home and try to avoid a sweep, try to get a gentleman sweep in
They
there.
got to
But
get at least one. Shit, they need to win them both. Because if they go back down 3-1, I don't think it's going to get past no game 5. But so I guess shit, we just the last thing, and then we can hop up off of here. What do you think the missing piece is as far as like the type of player that Orlando needs? Because of course they need another scorer, but where do you think it needs to come from?
I think they need a guard that can kind of get it going on the offensive end. That's what I think they really missing, offensive wise.
I was thinking the same thing because I was like, they got Suggs on the perimeter, they got Paolo, and they got size. So it's like, who do they really have that you can just trust as like say, oh yeah, they got a cold ass guard.
Yeah, because like right now, Franz Wagner is their second option, but I feel like he'll be better suited as a third option.
Hell yeah. They
But
need
it's
to
showing
start
right
making.
now, like he out there taking a lot of shots, but the more shots he takes, the more inefficient he gets.
Yeah, they need a guard that can create their own shot because that nigga Paolo trying to facilitate for everybody. That shit ain't working. I think they said he had 9 turnovers yesterday and the other day, and told the team had 12. So he had 75% of the joints.
Hmm.
Nigga, that's a lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot. But I just wonder shit when they try to get one of free agent shit, when they try to go draft one, because I do feel like that'd be the best thing for them to do. Go get them a guard. Because I don't think
that's
Paolo need to be
that's.
facilitating as much.
I think that's the only thing that they really missing is a scoring guard and maybe. I mean, they center position ain't weak, but it's just I don't feel like it's just they solidified at that spot either.
I think they ain't really looking for nobody top notch just because they got size pretty much. We talking about from position 3 through 5, they got size. That's all I think. They just looking for somebody solidified, like kind of like how Cleveland. I mean, but Jared Allen, he's solid though. I mean, he I guess he is proven. But it ain't like you just thinking of him and Evan Mobley just like a top duo in the league, but they got size. And I kind of feel like that's how Orlando trying to play it, but they might just need somebody a little bit better.
Yeah. Somebody just finished up watching this Philly game, man.
Yeah, because if Philly lose this game, boy. Oh my God, I hope. Oh my God, they gonna gas them up in Philly. Oh my gosh. But all right, my boy, I'ma holler at you.
All right, it's been another episode. It's your boy, White Boy Chris. I'm Ray. Shout out to Diddy Knows Ball. Shout out to the other Chris. We out.
Yes, sir.